All right, I'm gonna play this video and then we're gonna talk. I'm gonna ask you a question after playing this video, and then we're going to talk. We're still talking about Diddy. Diddy is a coconut head. A PR nightmare unfolds. Let's talk about it.
Hey everybody, how you doing? It's your girl Allie. So I wasn't gonna respond to that dude's so-called apology. Okay, he doesn't even deserve to have me say his name at all. Doesn't deserve that. But what prompted me to respond to say anything was most people who have watched that so-called apology, okay? The second thought, the second word that comes out of their mouth is, what happened to the publicist? Did the publicist tell him to do that? Did his team tell him to do that? Look, let me tell you something. I've been a publicist since 2007. I've worked with a plethora of different types of clients, from for-profit entities to non-profit entities. I provided public relations support to promote events, okay? And I can tell you this, you can advise your client all you want to. You can break it down as to what the circumstances will be if they make a poor choice, if they don't go and take your advice. You can do all of that. But at the end of the day, your clients are adults who are going to do what they're going to do. So everybody who's watching this, just do me a favor. Stop blaming the publicist when you see celebrities, when you see notable people make poor decisions. Because 9 out of 10 times, based on my professional experience, they've ran it by their team. They've ran it by their publicist. And most likely, if it's a poor decision, their team has told them not to do it at all. But they go rogue and take it upon themselves and do things and make more of a mess for their team to fix. And so it infuriates me. Again, whenever something happens, the publicist, the team, they're the first person to blame. Please remember, I'm going to repeat this. You can advise somebody all you want to, but at the end of the day, clients are adults who are going to do what they're going to do. And quite frankly, if I could put money on it, that whack-ass bootleg counterfeit apology, he did not run that by his team. He definitely didn't run it by his lawyer. I feel he went rogue. He did whatever he wanted to do. And here's the thing. When I watched it twice. First time I watched it, I was completely disgusted. Craziness. Hated what I saw. I watched it again. And I feel he was coached by someone, but not a professional. And here's why. He sprinkled 2 key words in his apology that I felt he did that in order to add legitimacy and sincerity to his apology. And those 2 words are rehab and counseling, therapy, okay? And the way he ever so delicately, quote unquote, added those words in, he knew that upon hearing those words, people would sympathize with what he was going through. People would empathize with his dilemma. Rookie move, amateur move. So I don't think he talked to a professional at all. I don't think he consulted with his team. I think he just got up after the heat of the video coming out on Friday, and he responded accordingly. And he responded very poorly. Now, if my firm was working with him, if my firm had been retained to provide public relations support, crisis communication support, here's what we would do, okay? Mum's the word. Say nothing to no one about anything, period, okay? What you do is, if he wants to go to therapy, if he wants to go to rehab, have him go to a notable therapist where he is. Then call TMZ and have TMZ coincidentally be there to witness him going to therapy. He should start working with nonprofit organizations that deal with and advocate for domestic violence victims, okay? And have the press there when he's doing these things. That's an indirect way of letting people know that you've turned over a new leaf, if that's what he wants to do. Rehab. Check himself into rehab. But again, coincidentally, have the press and media there to capture that. You don't have to say anything. This is a situation where words are not going to fix. They're not going to sway anyone's opinion of him. He has to take action. And then upon doing all of that, and continuously having the press and media there when he's going to rehab, when he's talking to nonprofit organizations, when he's partnering with them, then when all the legal stuff has been has been taken care of, then he sits down with the Gayle King or Robin Roberts, and he does an exclusive interview, and he explains, because the main question that everybody's asking is, why did you lie? You vehemently denied that the allegations that were out there. You denied it, your attorney denied it, everything. Now you're backtracking and apologizing. So people want to know, the main question that I would prepare my client to answer is, why did he lie? And so that's how my firm would handle working with that particular individual if we were retained to do so. So again, I leave everybody with this. Stop blaming the publicist. Stop blaming the team for things that celebrities do. Because I'll bet you 9 out of 10 times, either they didn't consult with their team or they consulted with them. The team told them things they didn't want to hear and they proceeded accordingly. And then we have to take the backlash. We have to get criticized. Our work and the integrity of our work is put on the line because of something a client did. It's not fair. And so I just wish everybody would do that. And I appreciate it. See you guys soon. Bye.
So, ladies and gentlemen, those are her thoughts. What are yours?
I'll give mine right now. Thank you, Daddy Freeze. Thank you, Ashi. Thank you, Baba. Anyway, wow. You know, wow. We're still talking about Puff Daddy. So I guess I'm not sure what Daddy Freeze was responding to. I must have missed something, but I think he got dragged for having an opinion on the internet. But he posted this lady's video, I guess to make a point, and it was still being dragged. Funny enough, of course I agree with what she said. All right, a lot of people really would struggle to comprehend what that young lady just said, and I feel for them. I feel for them because so we're talking about Puff Daddy. Yeah, she, you know, when you are a Puff Daddy, you are very powerful. And you remember Cora Obidi talked about when it started to get into her head that she read a book and she has to check herself. And it's real. It's real. You know, it's very real. But let me come to the comments. I know you guys were going in. I thought she dropped a lot of gem. All right. Doesn't that remind you of Donald Trump? They tell him to do one thing, he goes out and do something else. Yeah. The power will get in your head, or perceived power. Even perceived power will get in your head. How much more power? How much more you literally, like, the whole music industry is at your fingertips. That is power. Like, all of us, if we get that kind of power, we go misbehave. Let's not deceive ourselves, okay? If you have a human brain in your head, at least, okay, you go misbehave. You will need someone to check you. You're like, wait, you will destroy everything, though. But for some people, it's too late. Like he said himself, rock bottom. No, that wasn't rock bottom. Now it's rock bottom. He thought 2016 was rock bottom. No. Now is the rock bottom. And sometimes it's too late. I don't think it's too late for him to get some level of redemption, but it's never going to be the PDD we knew ever again. Like, forget that one, you know. Chidima says she's literally describing what happened in the Bible when the kingdom was torn from being a nation of 12 tribes to 2 nations of 10 and 2 tribes. This happened with King Solomon's son. It's in there. It's in the Bible. Yeah. We need receipts of the therapy. Fake ass brother love. You guys are going in. Jesus. It's too late. It's too late to... He can never be PDD that we know again. But it's not too late for him to to potentially actually still have a good life. All right, he has made so much money and influence that he'll be fine if he stops, if he completely stops, you know, and stop trying to do shalaye, because that one is not going to work. Like she said, words are overrated. As a matter of fact, I think I left a comment. Let me read that comment that I left on Daddy Freeze's page. Okay, yes. I said she's on point, because Daddy Freeze said your thoughts. I said she's on point. Words are overrated, especially hyper self-perceived truth during crisis. When there's crisis, words are overrated. It's not about doing the right or wrong thing. The question is that the most optimal and effective move to make, considering the circumstances? He didn't listen to anyone. He had not listened to anyone for most of his adult life. This is how such coconut head behavior ends. Pride before the fall. She's right. The rehab, counseling, and therapy words were meant to manipulate the narrative. Did it work? Spelled as Did it work? All right, so that's all I can say. Words are definitely overrated. Yeah, she gave coincidentally, right? Yeah, because it's a strategy. It's not about quote unquote you must tell the truth. The truth, you know, the truth does not need help. It's only a matter of time. Truth will come out. Okay, everything that's done in the darkness will come to light. That's just life. Okay, that's just life. You know, in one shape, form, or the other, the truth will come out. There are people that have been dead for 400 years. The truth are still coming out. So when I say the truth will come out, it's not the end as in a Nollywood movie. A lot of you are waiting for Nollywood movie to end. You want to see the devil smite or or to strike your enemy right now so that it can be the end. Nollywood movie. It's not. It might not look like that. Okay, we're talking about the end. It's not about the end. It's about how you can have an awesome life. Starting from this point, you can start making certain moves to give yourself the best chances to still have a good life. That's really what the idea of waiting on the enemy to strike your own idea of your enemy. Or sorry, the God should come down and strike your own idea of enemy. You go wait tired though. Because sometimes you don't even know what your actual enemy is. Sometimes you're your own worst enemy. Yeah. But me say it's too late. In a lot of ways, it's too late. This is $100,000. Is that what you mean? Or 100,000 naira strategy she just gave away? Absolutely. Those of us who like celeb gossip know this is how it works. All fake, even partners. Hey, you call it fake if you need to call it fake. I call it strategy. I call it navigating life. I call it power moves. I call it wisdom. I call it knowing that what you might think is the truth might not be the truth, might just be your own, the limitations of your own perception, right? So there's so much more to it than you can see at any point in time. Bumi Amara said, I knew all this. I think I should open a PR firm. I think you should. Many people didn't know. They don't know this. And then some people know, but when power gets in their head, it disappears. Because once you can get away with one thing, second time, third time, a little tingly part of your brain will tell you that you can keep doing it. It's not always true. You have to always check yourself. Daddy Freeze and mess are synonyms. Wahala. Them no get sense ni. His advisors kept quitting. So all these devil worshipping hand signals they threw up and could not save Diddy. Is that what these hands are? God said, it's time, boy. I have been patient with you and your coconut head. If you can change his PR, you don't hammer. Is the answer the question, like according to the lady, is he going to listen to his PR? The PR is not as rich as it is, so that will also get in their head like, I'm the one that makes the money. I'm a savage. I get what I want, right? Yeah, exactly. He's gotten what he wants right now. But anyway, let me know what your thoughts are. I thought that was a fantastic, not just lessons for people like Diddy, but for all of us. Okay. Yes, you're right. You should tell the truth always. Yes, I agree. You're right.
You're right.
Yes, you should tell the truth always. But if you think that's all it is,
You doing what?
life will show you Pepe. Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. We have to get into this story right now. Some of you have been waiting for it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll be right back.